us now. He's, of course, the host of Fearless. Jason Whitlock, great to see you. What do you make of this?
Tucker, I think that what we've just seen from those 12 jurors is courage that we needed. It's inspirational to all of us as men and women. It took real courage for them to do this. And I just want to try to add this take, if I could say one thing while I'm here, because you've been having this conversation. Why is everything being couched as race? Yeah. This is a calculated strategy to disarm America, to go after the guns, and to eventually rewrite the Constitution. Mm-hmm. They're trying to define America as a failure, and its number one failure is along the lines of race. And if they can convince enough of the American public that this country is irredeemably racist, they now have a justification to rewrite the Constitution, start this thing all over, and make us more like China. That's the end game. This is not an accident that from Joe Biden on down, who says that white supremacy is the biggest threat to America, all the way down to Rachel Maddow, a.k.a. Joy Reid, constantly talking race. This is a strategy that's been quite effective. It hides the agenda. They've convinced black people that Planned Parenthood and aborting your babies is the greatest thing you can do. And anybody that tells you different is a racist, when we know that Planned Parenthood and Margaret Sanger, they're the racists, and that the destruction of black babies in the womb, that is the racist activity. Everything, it's like, the bigger the lie they tell, it's like the more we believe. We need to recognize they're lying to us intentionally with a defined goal of rewriting the Constitution and taking guns away and sovereignty away from the American people. Constitution and taking guns away and sovereignty away from the American people.
God, that's so smart. And the bigger the lie, the more likely people are to believe it.
Of the Lions Den camp. What does it call? Halayim, Le'Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Ba'Hashem Harakar Kodash, Ma'amaf. Double honor to the elder apostles of GMS and the elders. Shalom to you, Akim, Nakwatim, and children that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. This is Genesis 25 and 25. All right. Actually, this is the one I want. Genesis 25 and 22. And the children struggled together within her womb, within her. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of Yahweh. And it's speaking about Rebekah and about the two children being in her womb, Jacob and Esau. All right, setting up for what? The end game. That's what the dude said. This is the end game. They're going to use the race card. And Esau and Jacob are still struggling on this earth. All right. You could look at the womb of Rebekah, so that you look at this matrix, the earth. And we're still two nations wrestling against each other. All right. It's dark versus the light. Spirit. Righteousness versus wickedness. Now it says, and Yahweh said unto her, two nations are in thy womb. Okay. All right. So now it says, where was that? Verse 23. And Yahweh said unto her, two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people. So Israel is stronger than, Jacob is stronger than Esau. And the elders shall serve the younger. Esau was born first, so he's going to serve Jacob in the kingdom. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red, all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. All right, we know that. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. All right, meaning there's not going to be any space or gap between the fall of Esau's kingdom and Jacob's kingdom. So as soon as Esau begins to fall, Jacob is being raised up right in the midst of that, as we speak through the Spirit. All right, and then ultimately, when Yahushua shows up, he's going to raise the men of Israel up into superhuman beings. And after that came us. Where was that? 26. And after that came our brother. Yeah, here go the point. Came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob, Jaquab. And Isaac was 80 old when she bare them. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter. See that? He's cunning. And that's what we're seeing, man. We're seeing Esau's natural ability, being a cunning hunter, to know. That's what they call themselves, what? The Illuminati. Right? It says to know, to learn, to know, to perceive and see, find out and discern. All right? So Esau is a cunning hunter, man. When they said they was coming in with their New World Order, their Great Reset, that dude Klaus Schwab, he said, yeah, man, it's going to be like a flood. And he said there will be pushback. So they've completed a diligent search. Let me get that, because that's Esau, man. This is Psalm 64 and 2. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. Because they have a secret counsel that they're doing. And their works, they're setting up traps, they're setting up proxies, or what you would call psyops. All right. False flags, accusations, accuse of our brethren. All right. So right here, they're using deception to deceive our people, or 2/3. They're out there protesting, like people like my son, the cats up in New York. They're out there protesting in the streets, looking for rights, for reparations for black people. It's madness. So this whole what do you call that, man? The spectacle they put on with Rittenhouse, it was all an act to go after gun rights in America, to attack the Constitution, and kind of getting people to destroy the Constitution themselves, saying, hey, you don't want black people to be mad, do you? You better vote Rittenhouse, say he's guilty. But saying that he was guilty would have destroyed the Constitution as far as gun rights. But now, on the flip side of the coin, same coin, you have the Ahmaud Arbery case, and they're trying to use the same vigilantism, defense, and say it was self-defense. It was really vigilantism, man. All right, and murder. So now, if they say, hey, it was self-defense, then that's gonna make Jake go crazy. So either way, you can see the devil's hand in the midst of that shit. The deceiver, they putting a deception out there. All right, and people falling for it, hook, line, and sinker. So it says, verse 3, who whet their tongue like a sword, man, and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, every even bitter words. That's why the Lord called them the accuser of our brethren. They point bitter words at our people. You know, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. So they're aiming really at the elect of Israel. That's their goal. That's their end game, to attack Jake, the ones that are asleep, and especially the ones that are woke. And they're setting these plans up in secret. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. See, they meet up with each other and encourage themselves. They commune of laying snares privily. See, they privately set up snares and traps, such as these court cases and shootings that's going on. All right. They say, who shall see them? They search out iniquities. All right. That's what it said. Esau, seeking whom they may devour. It says what? They search out iniquities. Wow, man. Right. They accomplish a diligent search. Wicked ways, more wicked ways to trap up and trip up Jake. All right. What you would call psyop. More deception. So they search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. But Yahweh shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. Man. All right. So that's what it means to be cunning. All right. So he accomplished a diligent search. And the boys grew. This is Genesis 25 and 27. And the boys grew. Jacob and Esau are growing right now, right? Spiritually speaking now. Even though this literally happened, but I'm speaking parabolically right now. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter. So Esau, they're a cunning hunter, man. He sought out many ways to trap us up. All right, and to trick us. It says a cunning hunter. It means to chase, for game, for sport, lunch, hunting, provision, food supply, game hunting, for sport, right? All right, so now it says here, so Esau became a cunning hunter, a man of the field, a man of the world, a worldly man. All right, 1 Peter 5 and 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. Look at that seeking again. Cunningly looking for who he can devour, to consume you completely destroy a person. All right, so the Lord said what? Be circumspect, be alert, see what's going on out here, man. Watching. Don't fall for everything. Don't be so quick to jump out there. Know that Esau playing tricks. It's like somebody baiting you in. After a while, you can be like, hold up. So the Lord said, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, that's our adversary, the devil, the deceiver. See, that's the difference between Jacob and Esau. All right, the elect of Israel and Esau. Esau deals with deception. Two manner of people. All right. This is Ezekiel 24 and 6. See, he said, in the end game is they want to make America look racist. It is a racist country, man. It's built on racism. The word racism is a system. You have a racist, just like you have a pianist, somebody that's an expert in piano or an expert in their race. The word race comes from the root word raza, which means head. So our head would be Jacob, all right? Or going back to Israel, all right? Our patriarch. So now if you trace all the racism here in America, it goes back to the Roman Empire as well. Okay, a system built on racism. Now you have this in America. So what they built this place off the backs of slaves and off the backs of the North American Indians, Gadites, and the Seminoles, Reuben. And you mean, now they got it. Now they want to expose it for the racism that's still here. 2021, you still got Esau want to put us back in slavery. But check this out. He said, the end game is they want to make America, they want to show the racism here, so that way they can cancel the Constitution, say, hey, we need to do this all over again. Take away people's gun rights. Ezekiel 24:6, wherefore thus saith Yahweh, woe to the bloody city. Right, America is the bloody city. To the pot whose scum is therein. Right, and that scum is all the wickedness and iniquity in this place, and racism and murder and injustice and sin. All right, that word scum is what? Rust. Where the Lord said the rust of it shall be a witness against them. You know, but it said to the pot whose scum is therein. Basically an ephah. You know, in America is that ephah, and whose scum is not gone out of it. Man, you know that's why the Lord said, "Trust not thine enemy." You'll see that their wickedness has not been altogether wiped away. You know, you'll see that this place is still racist, man. It says, bring it out piece by piece. Let no lot fall upon it. So America's going to be destroyed. Okay. For her blood is in the midst of her. She set it upon the top of a rock. She poured it not upon the ground to cover it with dust. So they don't even hide it. They put it in the damn workbooks and shit, class, school books. Made movies out of it, made riches off of it. Hollywood, more witchcraft. You know, made plays about it, monuments about them putting us in slavery, having us as slaves. Holidays and shit. So for her blood is in the midst of her, she set it upon the top of a rock. She poured it not upon the ground to cover it with dust, right? That was that pride of Esau. He said, who seeth me? That it might cause fury to come up to take vengeance. I have set her blood upon the top of a rock. So the Most High is controlling Esau. And they don't even know it. That it should not be covered. Man, so the Lord is doing this to them. All right. Them creating missiles. The Lord had them create those missiles for their own destruction. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh power, woe to the bloody city, America, or what you call Babylon. I will even make the powerful fire great. See, that's what the Lord is building up in this place. More racism, more wickedness, more lies, more deception, more persecution upon Israel. So the Lord can destroy this place, have more reason to destroy it. All right. Heap on the wood, kindle the fire, consume the flesh, spice it well, and let the bones be burned. Then set it empty upon the coals thereof, that the brass of it may be hot and may burn, and that the filthiness of it may be molten in it, and the scum of it may be consumed, man. All right, so the Lord gonna destroy this place. It's already being kindled. That's what he's saying. Kindle the flame, get it cooking. All right, I already have it cooking, spice it well. But when he shows up, he gonna scorch it. And have this place get burned up. Verse 12. She have wearied herself with lies. What? That's what that dude just said. He said nothing but built upon lies, man. Nothing but lies in this place, and people falling for it. So she had wearied herself with lies. All right, with lies, right? And her scum went not forth out of her. Her scum shall be in the fire. So it's going to be a racist country, the system and everything. And every Edomite leader is going to be racist towards Jake, man. President, until this place gets destroyed. All right, it's never going to stop. Unless the Lord destroys these damn devils. All right, so he said this is the end game. The end game, man, where they're going to try to pull the race card to attack the Constitution. 2 Thessalonians 2:7. For the mystery of iniquity doeth already work, man. The damn what you call today, the EU, the dragon, right? Or Esau. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. Khan, I didn't even know that was, I forgot that was there. But Khan, man, they got to be taken out of the way. Their scum is going to be in the fire. The Lord going to have them literally hating us all the way to the day of destruction. You know? So this is what? Until they be taken out of the way. They got to be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, what else out here teaching and prophesying. They're being consumed. Okay? Esau. And shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, even whose coming is after the working of Satan. That's why the Lord called Esau an adversary. Everything they do is an adversary to righteousness, is in adversity against righteousness, man. All right? And they're trying to set up their own kingdom, and it's against the Lord's kingdom that he's bringing. It says what? Whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. See that's what they're doing. They're using everything they can to hunt. The cunning hunter. They're doing everything they can, and this is one of them, this psyop that they're doing with Arbery and the Rittenhouse trials. We're going to see the outcome of it. You're going to be able to see their hand, the devil's hidden hand, or the devil in the details. All right, deceiver, the deception. Verse 10, and with all deceivableness, what? With all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause Yahweh shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie. See, Jake gonna believe it. They're gonna be delusional, believing a false story. You know, the chick today, I watched the court case with Mar Arbery, and one of the prosecutors was like, yeah, or the defense attorney, I think it was. She was like, yeah, Mar Arbery, his feet was dirty and had long nails, and he had no socks on to cover them up. I'm like, whoa, what? Hey, man, they doing that to rouse Jake up, get him mad, right? And create this monster. You know, Esau look at us like monsters, you know? They calling him, I think he was young. I don't know. But you know how Esau usually talk. They'll say kid or young guy. But now they're like, yeah, this man was walking into people's homes. He had on shorts, khaki shorts. It's like anything we wear. If we had on a hat, he had on a hat. Oh no. He had on khaki shorts and didn't have on socks to cover up his dirty long nails. Like Esau see that in their mind like a monster. You know, there's some Masonic symbolism going on too in these courtrooms. Passing signals to each other. So the Lord said what? 2/3 of our people are going to believe that delusion, and they're going to get caught out there and get consumed by the adversary. It says what? That for this cause Yahweh shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie. So they're going to believe these lies, and they're going to be out there protesting, destroying shit, you know, and they're not even going to know why. But we are bound, it says, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. They had pleasure in this wicked place, but they don't believe the truth, though. But they'll believe Biden. They'll believe what they're seeing on the media. You know what I mean? They believe their local community leaders or these damn rappers. All right, Isaiah 9 and 16. For the leaders of this people caused them to err, man. Yeah, let's go protest. Yeah, they need black rights. If it was a black man up there on the stand, we already know that. See, we already know Esau, the mystery of iniquity, already doeth work. Same people that burned down our temple in 70 AD want to see us destroyed. We expect rights from them. The Lord said we can go to them for the want of all things. But now 2/3 is still in that mindset. You know, the Lord said, "What? We in a time where we're no longer going to lean upon Esau for that help and for rights and shit like that." That was back during the time of the 60s and 70s. We shall overcome someday and all that, marching kumbaya. All right. But the Lord said, what? The leaders of this people cause them to err, man. And they that are led of them are destroyed. They're going to be destroyed out here. All right. So it says here, Daniel 5:25. And this is the writing that was written. Mene, tekel upharsin. All right. This is the interpretation of the thing. And this was written to Belshazzar in 539, October of 539 BC. All right. When the Lord destroyed Babylon, ancient Babylon, with the Persians and the Medes, which are known as the Persian Empire at the time. You know, it wasn't titled the Medo-Persian Empire until Xerxes, all right, around 485 BC or 480 BC. So Xerxes coined it the Medo-Persian Empire. Before that, it was called the Persian Empire. But in 539, when Xerxes was about to send in Gobarias, all right, which is also known as Darius, he sent him in to take the throne from Belshazzar and Nebuchadnezzar, or Nebuchadnezzar, Salakia. All right. So that was the destruction of Babylon. The same thing, nothing new under the sun. This ancient Babylon, this daughter of Babylon, confusion, is going to be destroyed in a similar fashion. So the Lord said, what? Tekel, thou art weighed in the balances. All right, many, the interpretation of the thing, many, Yahweh have numbered thy kingdom, right? It means numbered, and finished it. So the Lord has numbered this place, America, and finished it. Everybody's seeing it. It's becoming a Gazingstock. They're seeing it for the liar and the deception that it is. All right, matter of fact. All right, this happened to Jerusalem, but it's also going to happen to this place, Babylon. Jeremiah 13 and 23. Can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots? Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil. Right? This place is built upon lies. It's never going to be able to do good and tell the truth. All right? This place is built upon racism. So neither can they do good that are accustomed to do evil. Therefore I will scatter them as the stubble that passeth away by the wind of the wilderness. And that happened to Jake, but it's going to happen to these heathens in their power today, their power system. This is thy lot, the portion of thy measures from me, saith Yahweh, because thou hast forgotten me and trusted in falsehood. This 2/3. Therefore will I discover thy skirts upon thy face, that thy shame may appear. All right. So these people that believe in this place, and their father, the devil, Esau, and also Esau, man, the Lord gonna lift up their skirts. He's lifting up their skirt that their shame may be seen. All the world is looking at this place like, damn, this place is a lion ass country. It's racist. It's it's built upon this. It's backdoor business deals. Unjust policies. All right. It says, therefore will I discover thy skirts upon thy face, that thy shame may appear. All right. Nahum 3:1. Woe to the bloody city. See, it is full of lies and robbery. See, this place is full of lies and robbery. It's nothing new. They're trying to paint America as a lying country, a racist. It is that, man. That's what it is. All right. Woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery. They robbed and stole and killed. And the prey departed not, we're still here as the prey. Right? The lion seeking whom he may devour to finish off his prey. All right. Let's skip down. No, verse 4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, see, all the nations, they loved America at first when it was being established after World War II. All right, or World War One. The mistress of witchcrafts that selleth nations through her whoredoms, through her business deals and adultery. All right, and witchcrafts. And selleth families through her witchcrafts, man. That's the type of business deals they doing. Behold, I am against thee, saith Yahweh of hosts. I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness. This is one I was looking for. I will show the nations thy nakedness, man. So the Lord is showing the nakedness of this place. All the lies and racism that's built upon. Everything that's built upon, the Lord is going to expose it to the world now before he destroys it. And the kingdoms thy shame, and I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and will set thee as a Gazingstock. So this is all from Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. The times that we're in, where this place is being seen, the Lord is going to use the dragon to strip America of his flesh. All right? And of his dainties. You know, it shall no longer be called a glorious kingdom anymore. Isaiah 47:5, sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms. So that now they're calling this place what? They said that mother, that birthday or whatever, is going to be what? Ashamed of this place. It's talking about England. They're ashamed of America. Or they're acting like it. When England and the UK, that's where racism really started at. All right, that's right, man. All right, let me get back to this, Daniel 5:25. I could have kept going with that scripture, but stick to the point. This is 5:26. This is the interpretation of the thing. Mene means what? Yahweh have numbered thy kingdom and finished it. So the Lord has numbered the days of this place. He said, appointed his bounds that they cannot pass. All right. He has drawn upon it the line of confusion, meaning he's setting this place, he's writing the story of this place for it to become Babylon. That's what Apostle Hart was talking about earlier. You understand the prophecies and you speak the prophecies, but you don't really see it until it's happening. You know what I mean? They be like, yo, that's what that was. This is it. You know? And he says, what? Thou art weighed in the balances and art found wanting. That kingdom is divided, all right? So this place has been found, man, and put and weighed in the balances. All right, so the Lord set it up with a perfect plan. He has divided this kingdom. All right, if Satan be divided against Satan, it cannot stand, but it is known that it has an end. So you have two sides fighting against each other, one trying to expose each other now. The Republicans trying to expose the Democrats trying to expose the Republicans. That's all by the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Now, they're divided on gun rights. All right, the left versus the right. They're divided on that as well. So the Lord has separated the horn, the little horn, into two horns. Daniel 7:8. I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn, before whom there were three of the first horns plucked up by the roots. Talking about Britain, Spain, and France. Thus you have the establishment of America independence. and so on and so on, right? And behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of man, and a mouth speaking great things. That's their media, that's their FBI, their CIA, you know, there's all this PSYOP agencies, man, that we're seeing today operate. And I beheld, well, another little horn, right? So let's get this. All right, so he considered the 10 horns, and there came up among them another little horn. Let's see something. All right, Revelation 13:11. But this horn is going to be split into two. You have the left versus the right, and they're arguing over what? The right to bear arms. You know, gun rights. They're trying to take that away now. So once they do that, that's the end game. That's the only thing stopping these elites from taking this place, Babylon, and setting up their new world order. Really the Most High, but I'm talking about on a carnal level, is the Constitution and the gun rights within the Constitution. Because everybody in America, a lot of them have guns. All right? So that's what he calls the melting pot. You know, a bunch of different people over here. Revelation 13:11, I beheld another beast come up out of the earth, as we just read in Daniel chapter 7. Another beast, another kingdom came up out of the earth. And he had 2 horns, like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. So that's talking about this place, man, Babylon. They got 2 horns. Now that one horn was split into 2 horns. All right? Democrats, Republicans. And the Lord going to use those 2 sides opposing each other to bring about the MOTB, to bring about the collapse of the society, the military coup, the government coups that are going on, takeovers, in the hour of temptation, and ultimately the destruction. All right? So they have this split into 2 sides now. And the scum of it, all the racism and shit, is being pointed out and exposed, making America that Gazingstock. All right, Nahum 3:6 again. I will cast abominable filth upon thee. So the Lord is doing that to this place, America, so it can be known in the world as a filthy ass place for what it truly is before he judges it. And make thee vile, and will set thee as a gazing stock. Is that not happening today? See, people looking on the lower level like, yeah, man, that was Rittenhouse and Ahmaud Arbery. Ain't got nothing to do with that. What it's really about is these elites' agenda and the next stage in their agenda for Agenda 21, for the race wars, for martial law. You know, they can't really do that while everybody got guns. You know, they can't do that while the Constitution's in play and people say they got rights. So, hey, man, you know, don't fall for the PSYOP. You know, devil getting tricky, and we in the end game. This is it. They're making their final moves, man. The devil coming down, having great wrath, because he knows that he have but a short time. And he pulling out what? Every stop. All lies, and all signs and lying wonders. All right, so with that, I'm going to say shalom.